Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? Shout out to the Galactic family. It's Druuill. I'm back at you again with another video. Everybody smash that like button, share button, and shout out to all the new subscribers and salute to the Galactic family. All right, we about to get right into this. Gang stalkers are going straight to hell, and so are the enablers who minimize your experience. Let's talk about it. These gang stalkers and for their behavior towards you, they're going straight to hell. But enablers are what you have to watch out for, because they will try to minimize your experience. But because of their behavior towards you, they're going straight to hell with the gang stalkers. Enablers will do things like this. I'm going to explain to you and break down enablers for you in this video. What enablers will do is, you ever find yourself talking to someone and they're undercover hater, let's just say, for the sake of saying it, or undercover narcissist. All right, not everybody's a narcissist, that's why I didn't want to use that word, but let's just say this person's an undercover person with maybe some borderline personality issues. All right, maybe they have some insecurities, maybe they have some things that they're dealing with to where maybe they don't feel like they're being heard. Maybe they feel like somebody discredited their experience. Maybe they feel like they don't matter, or maybe they feel they're not important. Because why would you just randomly go out of your way to entertain somebody, but to not really even care about what they're talking about? It's like somebody just wanting to listen to you just to get like a rush. Or it's like you're talking to like a narcissist, and your story or your explanation to them is like supply. You get what I'm saying? So one thing that you have to watch out for is people who will act like and pretend and fake that they're on your side. They hear you out, they care about what you're going through, but then they give you the 52 fake out. They're really not there for you. They're just acting like they care to hear what you have to say, just so you can divulge all the information to them that they need to hear to use against you later. All right, enablers are very sneaky and very, very wicked, very mischievous. They act like they don't play a part in it. All right, they act like they have no hands in the gang stalking, but they have very well they have a very, very good place in it, as far as minimizing others' experience and keeping some people trapped in a cycle. Because you may go to explain how you feel to this person, and they may purposely give you the wrong advice if you're unaware, or if you're still trying to figure things out, or if you think this person has your best interest at heart. You think this person gives you good advice. This might be somebody that's always been in your life. This might be somebody that's around you, somebody that you think you can trust. It's always good to go to God when you have to talk to people about things, or when you need someone to talk to him about it. All right, because you never know if somebody is an enabler. Somebody could be minimizing your experience. Somebody could be an agent enabler and trying to gather intel and information to further try to harm you in some way. All right, let's not act like that doesn't happen either. But what enablers do is they will let you tell them how you feel. They'll let you explain what you're going through, but then they'll minimize your experience, and they'll say that really didn't happen that way. You're looking at that the wrong way. They will gaslight you to try to keep you trapped in whatever you're going through. You may not be going through it, but this person could be a low-key hater. They just might want to see you keep going through that. This person may not be aware of it, they may not know, but they may just want to, after what you told them, oh, you're going through that? I don't like you. Some people just don't like you. Like, oh, I don't like you. or some people, not even that they don't like you, they may like you, they may just be twisted. Some people, I mean, they may not like you to where like they care enough about you to do something to you, but if they're an enabler, they're not going to care if they see somebody else doing something to you. It's just like they'll stand there and just sit and watch something bad happen to someone. That's what enablers are. They sit back, watch, and just like, oh, something bad is happening to that person. Oh, okay. Like, oh, that person's house is on fire. Oh, okay. Wow, that person's getting beat up. Let me pull out my camera phone. This person's drowning. Let me pull out my camera phone. Like enablers, you gotta watch out for them, because you can't. And this is why you always have to have your own back, and this is why you always have to have you, and this is why it's always important to talk to God about things rather than talk to people. If you don't know the person, don't randomly think that because you're a good person and because people can talk to you about things, that you can just go up to somebody that you might feel is a good person. It could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. You never know. So you have to be careful about who you tell things to, because people could be secretly filing these things up to use against you if they ever don't like you, or if you ever don't do. They may try to emotionally blackmail you. Now that they have this information on you, they may try to get you to do something that they like, and if you don't do that, now they're going to start treating you that way. So you have to be careful. All right, enablers are very tricky, and they will minimize your experience, but also uh, treat you the same way that you explain some of the things that happen to you. So you'll tell them A, B, and C happened to me. You'll see the enabler trying to do A, B, and C, and you'll be like, wait a minute, I just talked to you about that, and now this person is doing it, but they're gaslighting you the whole time, and they were gaslighting you when you were speaking to them too, acting like they actually cared about what you were going through. All right, some people they just talk to you for ish and giggles. All right, some people, they are bored, they don't have anything else to do. They might use you. Oh, yo, so and so always got something going on. You might just be a source of entertainment for them. All right, you ever see those people just randomly walking up to you, always trying to talk to you, always asking you questions? All, hey, what's going on? Where you going on? What do you got going on? Or how you been? Or how are you? Like, you could tell when people are walking up to you and the conversations are meaningless. They could care less about how you truly feel or what you're going through. You could tell that they were either sent, or they're just talking to you to go report back to other people. And you don't need any of that. All right, you don't need any of that type of energy. So you have to be careful about who you talk to, who you tell things to, who you speak to. All right, because the people that are gang stalking you they could have hired the enabler. They could have the enabler could be a flying monkey. So you need to be wise, especially when people are asking questions, especially when you see people doing the same type of behavior. Like, you have to watch people carefully, and it's not paranoia, but it's just like you're a soldier on a battlefield. All right, you have to keep some type of guard up. All right, you don't have to keep your guard up all the time or be like on edge with everybody, but you have to keep some type of guard up, and you have to be aware. And there's certain behaviors and patterns that you have to watch out for and look out for. All right, when you feel somebody is not authentic, when you feel they're fake, all right, when you feel this person trying to trigger you in a conversation, don't keep talking to these people. Don't explain anything to them. These aren't the people for you to be having conversations with, because number one, a lot of them they'll minimize your experience. They'll try to tell you that you're not experiencing that. They'll try to tell you you're paranoid. All right, you're not paranoid if you see something happening and it's actually happening. If you see someone and you get to thinking just because someone is around you that something bad is going to happen, yeah, that's paranoia. You're standing outside, just because somebody walks by, you think something bad is going to happen, that's paranoia. But unfortunately, due to gang stalking, you might have levels of PTSD that will cause you to feel that way. But you have discernment, and you'll be able to tell by the person's energy. You may like be suspicious of them, But if they're not doing any suspicious behavior, they just keep on going, then that's nothing that bothers you. See, they don't have a full understanding of what we go through, but they have an opinion on it. So they think it's just they really don't have an understanding of what we go through. So since they really don't, they can't speak on it. People say that they talk. People could say whatever they want. Somebody could hop in the comment section and be like, I've talked to 99%, 9% gang stalking victims, and I know it's this, that, and the other. That's nice, bro. You may know that. I may not. I don't. How do I even know you're a real person? Number one. All right. Number two, even if what you're saying, you talk to 99, like get that out of here, bro. Like, come on, man. Don't try to play. Don't try to play me over here. And people will try to play devil's advocate and minimize your experience, but don't let it happen. All right. If you see somebody copying you, is that paranoia, or did you see that person copy you? They're just not being honest about it. They're just not being honest about it. And the devil lies all the time. There are people that lie all the time. There are people that just love telling lies, people that just operate in the spirit of untruth, and they like not being honest. All right, a person who is a truthful person, if you quote, even if you catch that person in a lie, they'll be like, if it's a real person, they'll go back, consider it, be like, yo, I was wrong. I lied. Something I said wasn't untrue. If that person has integrity like that, if that person is a real woman or a real man like that, you can expect that from them because that's God in them. But these people that are always out here lying, just bold-faced, God, I didn't do that. Not me. Man, I don't know what you're talking about. Wasn't me. Like you just want to but don't, because they're not worth it. Let God do it. All right, when God do it, it hit different. All right, when you don't retaliate to these gang stalkers and you let God fight your battles for you and you let things go and you give it to God, it hits different. So let the person who's supposed to hit them hit different. Let it hit different. Your rod and your staff comfort you. All right. Unless it get physical, then you hit different. Okay. All right. If it get physical, you make sure you hit different. All right, because your strength comes from heaven. I want to let you know that. I'm sure you already know that, but this is your reminder. Your strength comes from heaven. I know you know. I know you know. But this is your reminder. Your strength comes from heaven. So if it get physical, you hit different. But it won't have to, because we believe in God here and we put God first and we let things go and we give it to God and we don't retaliate because we want to better ourselves and just we don't want anything to do with these people. So retaliation will only further our interaction with them, and that's not what we want. So we definitely don't want that. We just want to be done with them. All right. So when people are copying you, is that paranoia or is that somebody lying and not being honest? Is that somebody trying to gaslight you? Is that somebody doing something on purpose? But it doesn't matter because we're covered and we're protected. So it's real. There's nothing to fear and there's nothing to be afraid of. All right. We know that. We know there's nothing to be afraid of and there's nothing to fear. But saying that I'm wasting my time making these videos, this is something that needs to be discussed. This is something that needs to be talked about, because the more people talk about it, the more awareness that's being brought to it. And if somebody is annoyed by this, if somebody doesn't like hearing the truth, then maybe they got to question. Maybe they need to question themselves in some form or fashion. All right, why don't I like hearing it? Maybe they gotta. I don't know. Hey, that's between them and God. All right. But these your enablers, people who want to minimize what you're going through. That's why I know you feel a lot of pressure. I know you feel like you need to talk to someone, talk to God, and handle that alone. Deal with it alone. Meditate, breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in the good, breathe out everything that you're dealing with. That way you won't be carrying that around. All right, a lot of times we carry that stuff around and it's not good. You don't want to carry that around. It's not healthy for you. All right, so you don't have to feel, just so you don't have to feel like you're alone on purpose, or just like you don't have to feel like you're so different on purpose. Don't try to explain things to people, or don't try to look for people to try to talk to. I used to do that early on because I thought maybe other people were going through this, or I thought maybe I could explain this to someone, or maybe somebody might have some answers on it, or I thought it was just like just everyday life for people. But I didn't realize that it was just me that I was going through because I had been targeted. All right, I didn't realize that. But once you realize that you've been targeted, it pushes you towards God, and that's what it's all about. All right, so keep getting closer to God, and keep praying, and keep realizing that it doesn't matter if anybody minimizes your experience. It doesn't matter if anybody's an enabler. All right, at the end of the day, you still always win. All right, at the end of the day, you're still triumphant over whatever they try to do. And know that at the end of the day, God has your back, and you're always going to be protected no matter what. All right, God's always going to see you through whatever you're going through. All right, he's always right there with you. He's always right there with you. And know that even not just after the thing happens, or even when things are going good, make sure you are aware and in the presence of him. All right, even when things are going great, make sure you're aware and in his presence. Make sure you know that your angels are there protecting you. All right, make sure you know you're always good. So that way, when things get weird, or when unfamiliar spirits come around, all right, when negativity comes around, he'll always be there with you. And he'll be able to handle it before you even got to do anything. I'd like to thank you for watching this video. Shout out to all the chosen vessels. Everybody hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. All right, it's been another DruuTube special. We back at it. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.